Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Oops, okay, I knew I would knock the camera. And yeah, today I'm doing a reading about just anything that you should know. I felt like doing this reading, so yeah, let's see what comes up. Today I have 3 different objects because I felt like why not? I feel like I need a change from the crystals. So group 1 would be this glue, group 2 would be this black nail polish, and group 3 is this pink marker pen. Okay, so just take a while to pick whichever object you resonate with, and I will start with group 1. Okay, so group 1, if you chose the glue, this is your reading. So let's see what messages are coming through. Let's see what you should know, anything like that. Maybe I'll put it here. Yeah, I didn't shuffle the cards, so just bear with me. Okay, so group 1, what messages will come through? Okay, let's shuffle. I'll start with one card and then let's just see where it goes. Okay, so group 1, what is the message for group 1? Let's pick this one. Okay, 7 of Cups. So let's start with this one. So since this is in reverse, I feel like some sort of confusion or illusion is starting to decrease. Like you are starting to see the bigger picture. So instead of having 7 different cups and all of this, all of the choices, and you might have been thinking, okay, so what do? I can do this, I can do that, and I can go this way, I can go that way. And sometimes when you have too much choice, it actually stops you. The amount of different ways you can go can actually paralyze you, or it can really slow you down. And I feel like in this case, this is ending slowly. These cups are disappearing and you are left with what you really want to do or what you really need to do. It's interesting that in this one there's I don't even know what it is, like some sort of monster in between all the cups, and this person is holding a mask, so you don't really know what you're getting. There's also a castle in the background. Yeah, recently I've started to notice all these different things in the background, but yeah, and here you have like snakes. But I feel like things are clarifying for you. All of these choices kind of are dropped, and then you start to realize, okay, what is the actual thing I want? Let's get some more cards. So let's get one more, something more about this message, something more about this situation. 6 of Pentacles. So this one is about equal give and take. It is about balance and harmony. So maybe now finally, with all these choices decreasing, with just one path being available, you're able to kind of dedicate your time in a balanced manner. So whereas before you were scattered between all these different choices and you put a little bit of energy here, a little bit of energy there and into that project because you weren't really sure what would work or where to go. So you kind of, it's like you keep your hands on all of them, but then once you keep your hands, what else can you do? You cannot move because you try to hold all these things in place, and if another opportunity comes, you kind of have to take your hands away and they can slip away. I don't know, does that make sense? But I feel like now the time is coming when this give and take, where this balance is finally getting to a good point. So if you are interested in just one path, one area, one interest, then you're able to actually dedicate enough time for it. And then because you dedicate your full attention and your time and effort, this is when you can also receive it back. Because imagine if you do scatter your energy, it's like when you have money. Imagine you have like a banknote, and then as soon as you buy something, even that's really cheap, just to get the change just kind of disappears. Because okay, this is just like £1, this is £2, and it doesn't really feel like much. But then it was a banknote before, you know, it was something bigger. So I feel like now finally you are bringing all this together. And it's interesting that it's Pentacles, and I was talking about all the pounds and all the coins. So I feel like finally you can channel all the energy into one area that you're interested in, and can really be equal exchange of energy. So there's no more of this scattering. Okay, let's see what else. What else is coming for group 1? I don't know why I'm singing. This one? 5 of Wands. So again, some sort of conflict is ending. And with Wands, I feel like maybe there was a difference in opinions, or just people's intentions were different, and it was trying to, I don't know why I'm getting this image of when you have a rope, I don't know how to call this in English, but one person pulls one side and the other person pulls the other side, and it's like who's stronger, who can, so it keeps going like this. And sometimes if you just let it go, the other person will fall down, because there's no more energy to keep this going, all this tension. And I feel like here finally, whereas before there were all these people fighting with the sticks, and I mean, I don't see this as like dangerous or life-threatening, but it is like irritation, because you kind of don't know where you will be hit from. So imagine like this person can hit you in your leg, and then this person can hit you, I don't know, in the back, and the other one in the head, and you're like, oh, where this attack came from. And yeah, I feel like this kind of goes together. Maybe before there were all these different options. They were like, hey, you look at me, no, you look at me. And your attention was constantly scattered. But because this is in reverse, I feel like there is some clarity coming. This scattered energy is coming to an end. So there can be equal give and take. And let's get one more. Okay, anything else about this situation? Why am I not surprised? Ace of Swords. I really hoped it would show up, but there you go. There you have the clarity. You're cutting through all the uncertainty, and you can finally see what's behind the clouds. There's no more people distracting you, no more options distracting you. You just have this ability, or I don't know if it's you or if it's the universe or something higher, or if it comes through different people, but there's that sword that comes and it's like cutting everything, all the confusion off, and finally you're able to see what really is the truth, what is the matter. So there's no more illusions, like here with the 7 of Cups. Seriously, it's like, will the Ace of Swords appear? Will it appear or not? And here you go. Anything else? I feel like getting one more card. Let's just do 5 cards for this reading, and then I'll see. Okay, anything else in this situation? The 6 of Wands in reverse. I feel like maybe at the moment you might feel a bit defeated. Maybe you do feel that, oh, I could have made another choice, or maybe if I chose the other thing, then I would be victorious. Because maybe you know someone who chose this, or you see how things have unfolded, and maybe you could have gained something, you could have be victorious, you could have win, but because it's in reverse, it might be that you just feel, I missed out on this victory. But I don't think this is the case. I think with this Ace of Swords, maybe it was an illusion of victory. Now that I'm looking at the cards, I kind of, in my mind, I pair them, like these two, and this one in the middle. So if this is the case, then I would see there was some illusion of victory, that maybe if I choose this path, it will lead me to this amazing victory, and I will be so proud, and everyone will look at me, and everyone will cheer for me. But because you didn't, you feel like you missed out. But then these two cards, they say clarity is coming, and there will be equal give and take, there will be balance restored. And in the center, there's this Five of Wands in reverse, so this conflict is ending. And yeah, now that I look at it, we have all elements, so there's Wands, Swords, Pentacles and Cups, so yes, I feel like it's all the elements are there. Anything else? Let's take the maybe Monology. I have it on the other side, I have to reach out for it. So I'm going to be messy. Okay, let's see. I'll just pick one. So let's see, for group one, just one card. If I get the card with Leo, like don't let pride get in your way, I will just laugh. I will just laugh because just like with that Ace of Swords. Okay, group one, let's just get one message for them. No, a win-win outcome is forecast. Yes, exactly. And see, you have the scales here, and you have the scales there as well. And it is about equality, it is about balance, it is about relating with other people. Because Libra likes to relate with others. It is about maybe sometimes compromise, but here I feel like you have been compromising on yourself for too long with that Seven of Cups. You have been scattered, but now you are getting all this energy together. It's, how do I explain this? I just got this image of when you do pottery, and imagine like you can take one piece of clay and put it into smaller pieces, and then they kind of dry faster, and you know, you cannot work with them as effectively. But then once you put them all together, you have a bigger clump, you can do more with that. I don't know, this is completely random, but I feel like this is it. It's like reclaiming your energy from all these other sources that you scattered it into, and then being able to finally see the reality and see the path that you should take. And this card is saying to me, yes, this is going to be successful, you're going to win. And even though you might feel not as victorious at the moment, I feel like this is coming. Because maybe if you did choose that path that would lead apparently to the Six of Wands, maybe it would lead to your pride or your ego being really strong, really out there, and it's not always good. While here I feel like there's more humility in that card, there's more equality. It's like, yes, I get what I deserve, and I get as much as I deserve, rather than, oh look at me, I'm the best, I deserve everything. So yeah, anything else I want to get? Now that I'm thinking about it with the glue, it's like you have different pieces of cards lying around, and you use the glue and you can actually put them in one place, and they make some sort of image, so they are no longer scattered. So that is the message for you, and that's it. And I have another cards I want to pull. No, because then it's just going to get too complex, so let's keep it simple. Alright, so that's it, group one. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you will get that clarity and that balance. Bye! Hello group 2, if you chose the black nail polish, this is your reading. I will just shuffle the cards for you because I've done that for group 1 on screen, so let's just keep it going and see what comes. So I'm just asking about any messages, anything that you should hear right now, any guidance and advice, anything. Whatever comes through the cards, I will just take it as it comes. So, let's see. So I think I'll do 5 cards, like 5 tarot cards and then 1 Moonology card, and then that's it. Let's just, oh gosh, keep it simple. Let's keep it simple and quick, because I tend to pull too many cards and then it just gets so complicated and there's so many different themes and energies. It's just too much in one reading. Okay. Let's do one more. Yeah, there are some roadworks outside, so I hope you won't hear too much noise. Okay, let's see, group 2. Any messages, anything that they should know. So I'll start with 1 card and see where that takes me. Okay, group 2. 1 card for group 2. Let's pick this one. This is the moon. All right. Interestingly, I don't know, depends where you watch it, but there's a full moon happening on Halloween, and that's pretty soon. So what do I get from this? Ooh, can you see it? Okay. I'm getting at this energy of being really dreamy, like this night time where you just lie in your bed and you think about all of these things that could happen in the future with some person, and you come up with all these different conversations and how you could run into each other and some places that you could go to together and the topics that you would talk about, and you know, it's like this fantasy scenarios in your head, and you know, at night before you fall asleep you're like, oh yes, and if they would say that to me I would say this, and it's like a film like a movie playing in your mind. And yeah, it's just this pose, it's like staring at the moon and thinking, yes, I would like to say this to that person, that would be so great. And but then when the day comes, the energy is completely different, and it's like, oh my god, like why did I even come up with that at night? Like I almost were falling asleep and then I was stupid. So here I'm getting this energy of really fantasy and things that are not necessarily real, because if you think about it at night, things look different. There's not enough light to see how things really look. The colors look different, and it can be really dreamy and romantic, but once the day comes, yeah, the reality is different. I'm not getting any fears here. I feel like this is more dreamy and romantic and a lot of fantasy. It's just like you're looking at the full moon and it kind of wakes up all these emotions in you. I mean, there could be a little bit of like nostalgia or longing for someone, and it might not even be a specific person. It might be just this feeling that, oh, I wish I could look at this moon with someone right now. Or I wish I could just call someone and be like, hey, look at the full moon, or look at the moon. It doesn't have to be full moon. And there's this idea of being connected emotionally or connected spiritually on some higher level. Maybe you are quite intuitive and you do feel this connection, you do feel this energy, but you don't know where it's coming from. And you feel it, it's different, you feel something is going on, but you just can't put a finger on it. Yeah, that's the sort of energy I get from this card. Let's see what other cards come up, because maybe I'm just making stuff up in my mind. But yeah, that's the moon energy. It's just like all these fantasies, all the things that could happen. Okay, let's pick this one. The Magician, wow, okay, that's the major arcana. To me, it's like you are manifesting whatever you want. So if you do feel like, I wish I could talk to this person, I wish I could have someone to look at this moon with, you are making it come true. And maybe at the moment it is only on the energetic level. That's why you feel things are shifting. That's why you feel this energy is coming to you. And even though it's not yet present on the material level, something is happening. The energy is moving. And maybe you can feel it more at night, because then I feel like during the day you can be distracted by other things. You can be distracted by reality, because if you think, oh, okay, I have to go to work, I have to go to school, and then I have to do my homework, I have to do all the stuff at home, then you're not really in a mindset to connect to these different, like maybe higher, more subtle energies. But I feel like at night that intuition is much higher. Wait, let me get some tea. So I feel like here you might not even be aware of it, but you are manifesting someone or something, or you are manifesting a situation where you can meet with that person, or when you can talk. Sometimes, I don't know, it happens to me. I keep thinking about some conversations I could have with people, and then a few days later, actually, it happens. And it's not like I start the conversation, somebody just starts this topic, and then I say what I wanted to say. So yeah, I guess it is this idea of manifesting whatever you think about. And just look at the way this works, like she's looking up. I mean, not directly at him, but I feel like if he would be manifesting, then the energy would kind of gather above the wand, and that's what she's looking at. So even though right now you might not feel like this is manifesting, I feel like it is. And all the stars around here, it just makes me think of this energy slowly coming together. Okay, let's get more cards. I had 5 for the last group, so anything else in this situation? What is going on with you, group 2? This is Chariot. This is coming fast, like seriously. You might not see it, but this Chariot with these 2, how do you say sphinx? And like 2 sphinxes? I don't know, because there's some really weird, like words in English where it's the multiples, where it's more than 1. But it's like, see, even the background is similar. So I feel like you're just sitting there looking at the moon. It's like, I wish this would happen. And then this child is like, yeah, let's go. I will bring this to you. I will deliver this. And you might not realize it, and it will like hit you in the back. It's like, oh wow, this is exactly what I wanted. I don't know why, like my energy now, I just want to laugh. It's such a nice energy. It's like you might not expect it, but it's already coming there to you. You are manifesting it. Oh my goodness, this is so nice. Oh wow, yeah, this is coming fast, and I feel like it is your willpower that is bringing this Chariot, it's bringing this energy. Wow, yeah, it's happening fast. It will materialize before you realize. Materialize before you realize, that sounds funny. Yeah, oh, that's such a nice energy here, seriously, wow. Let's see more. Okay, let's see more information. Let's hope it keeps this nice. Okay, anything more for group 2? 6 of Swords. Okay, so with this energy, it is moving on from something like troubled waters into this calmer water. So maybe you are in this transition period. So maybe there were a lot of difficulties, and looking at the moon or daydreaming was your way to kind of get through it. In a way, like escaping to another reality with your mind and thinking, oh, I wish it was this way. But I feel like you're in that boat, you're moving from all this turmoil, you're moving on from difficulties to something that will become something that you, I feel like, deserve. I feel like it's a long time coming. It's being at this stormy seas in this little boat was really difficult, but I feel like it's coming to an end. And the way I see this card, because all the swords are here on this side, on the side of the stormy sea, and then here you have no swords. So maybe there was overthinking, there was anxiety. There was this idea of how long will this last for? And I don't know if I can survive in this boat. Like, the sea is crazy, the waves, and I feel like I will just fall out of my boat, I will drown. And you know, this anxiety, because you're still on the boat, but you think about all the worst things that could happen. But see, this person is looking towards the calmer, calm water. And look, it's like they're looking kind of at each other. So yeah, this is a really nice energy. Seriously, you've been going through a lot of difficult stuff. I feel like you are moving on from it. Even though it might not feel like it, still good things are coming. So let's grab last card. One more. Let's pick this one. What do we have here? The Lovers in reverse. Interesting. Here I feel like there are two possibilities. It's like you might be moving on from a person that wasn't really meant for you, and you are moving towards all this, and you are leaving this energy behind. Perhaps there was imbalance in a relationship. Now I saw the roses, but because this is reversed, I thought about the thorns. So you thought, or maybe you were giving, now I'm getting this idea of pulling out thorns so that you can give the rose to another person, but while you do it, you hurt yourself, and the other person doesn't even appreciate it. So you do so much for them, and you kind of go as far as to hurting yourself to make it easier for them, to make it nicer, to just appeal to the person, to hear from them, yes, thank you, I appreciate it, I love you. But what you are left with the thorns in your hands, and like being hurt, and the other person looks at the roses like, what is this? And they throw it away. Maybe you had to decide whether to stay with this person or where to move on, and I feel like you chose to move on and be like, no, I'm done with all this drama, I'm done with all the difficulties. So there was a choice that you had to make. And then no, I feel like this is more the case. The way the cards were placed, I feel like this is the case, that there was not enough balance in the relationship, or a relation. I don't know if it was a relationship per se, but yeah. I mean, my other idea was that you're still moving, and this is coming, like the lovers, this sort of union is coming, but it's not there yet. But now I just feel like these 4 cards create its own message, its own world, and this one is like you're leaving out this distorted energy of balance, because I feel like you had to compromise so much, and that left you with tons of anxieties. Like, it left you with the thorns on your hands. I keep having this image of just like you pulling out the thorns, and you kind of, you know, like cut yourself and there's blood, and you feel like, oh, this is so painful, but I have to do it for the other person. And I feel like it's not exactly healthy to sacrifice yourself so much, but I feel like you have learned, you're leaving this behind, and you're moving forward to this incredible energy. I mean, come on, you have like 3 major arcana here, and this moon, I feel like there's no fear there. You've worked through the fears that this other person has brought you, and you are able to look into the future and see this person. And I feel like, okay, now I see. Okay, it might be that you are waiting, and look, this person is coming to you, and you're together. Sorry about that, I know that was silly, but I just felt the need to do it. And they are coming fast. I feel like the winds are super quick and it's all in their favor, and eventually you will meet, and it doesn't really matter if you're a man, a woman, whatever, you know, it's just the energies, and this person is moving on from something, or you're moving on, and eventually you are manifesting. Look, you're manifesting this fast movement, and then you're together and you can leave behind whoever this was. Gosh, I love this reading, seriously, it is amazing. Anything else? Let's get that numerology card. Seriously, I love this reading, and I really hope the best for you. Like, I really hope this person shows up quickly. Let's see. One card for group 2. Alright, group 2. And a message. Be bold and make the first move. So I feel like maybe if this person does show up, you will have to make the first move. But I feel like you already made the first move because you are manifesting them. So this action already has been started because this is cardinal moon. And I don't remember with Chariot was supposed to be Cancer energy, and Cancer is a cardinal sign. And Magician, I don't remember, like I don't really associate astrological signs with tarot cards. But if Magician is, wait. Yeah, if Magician is Aries, that's also cardinal. So it's like this energy is so bold and it's so quick. And yeah, if you meet this person, if you encounter them, I feel like you will know what to do. You will make the first move. You will recognize them. Oh, this is so nice. This energy is so lovely. I just keep looking at it and it feels so good. And this color here, this pink, it's like finally there was so much darkness, but this light and this pink, it's like love. It's so warm and it's so gentle and loving. It's coming to you. Maybe you were in the dark for a long time. Maybe it was night and it felt like there's no light, there's no moon to guide you. But things are changing. You're coming together. So look at this. It's so nice. I love this. So yeah, that's a really amazing reading. I seriously love this so much and I really hope the best for you. So yeah, that was group 2. Actually, in the past group, I looked at the symbolism of glue. Like, what's the point of the glue? I know, I picked this randomly. I don't know, like black nail polish, how does that relate to this? Maybe you felt like you were in the dark. It was just black, and there's no other way, but light is coming, things are going to change, you are manifesting. So, yeah. Anything else on this? It's called Rita's Black. Anything else this can tell me? Made in Spain? Nah, no, I don't think. Unless 900 is some important number for you, or 9. Whatever it is. Alright then, so that's it for group 2. Thank you so much. This was such a lovely reading, and I really hope you will finally manifest the right person and move away from all this. Alright then, thank you group 2. Bye! Hello group 3. If you chose this pink marker pen, this is the reading for you. Yeah, I was just looking at this marker pen. I bought it in Taiwan. It says, I think the brand is called Symbalayan. So we'll see if any of the Leo energy comes through in the reading. So what I've done for the 2 other groups, I took one card first, and then that kind of, I build up on that. So there were 5 tarot cards, 1 oracle card, and that's it. And there were really nice messages. So yeah, I'm just looking at whatever message you need to hear, whatever advice, whatever comes through the cards. Like, I don't really ask a specific question. I will just let the energy flow and see whatever you need to hear. Alright, and I shuffled the cards for the 2 other groups, so I'll do that for you. You can skip this part if you're too impatient. I would probably do that if I did it, if I was watching a reading from somebody else. Okay. Okay, let's do it one more and let's see what is happening. By the way, there are some roadworks happening outside of my window. They've been going on since like 8 a.m. So I really hope it's not too loud in the background. Alright, let's see. Group 3. What's going on with Group 3? What messages do you need to hear? Okay, let's choose one card. Let's pick this one. 5 of Swords in reverse. What do I get from this? I feel that there was some fight and it could have been very intense, especially when it comes to words, because I see swords here and swords are communication. There could be some very hurtful words and you are left thinking, does that other person really mean it? Or maybe you said some hurtful words and you thought, maybe I should be sorry, or maybe I should say something, or yeah, but because this is in reverse, I feel like you are processing this. You are trying to find some constructive way of dealing with this. Because if you look at this person kind of got all the swords and the other people are like, okay, they lost. And on some level you won because you have the swords, but you're alone. In reverse, I feel like, yeah, you are thinking, now what should I do with these swords? Why? Like, what's the use of them here? Maybe I should give them back to the other people and apologize. Maybe we should just have a talk. Maybe we should just be honest about how we feel, why we said all these things, and then we can move on. Because if you have 5 swords, I mean, you don't really need 5 swords. You don't have 5 hands. And it's easier to hurt yourself when you have too many swords. Like, they lose their purpose if you have too many. So I feel like you are contemplating what to do. Maybe apologize to people or try to have a discussion and really say what you feel, not what you think that you should say, but what you feel. And because this is reversed, maybe some things were hidden. There was no clarity in the communication, and the main point of it was just to hurt each other. But yeah, I feel like now you are left on your own and you just think about how to turn it around. Let's see what the other cards say. Now I'm just looking at the marker pen and I'm just making rewrite. You have to rewrite what happened. So cross out whatever was said before and write dialogue again, write the story again, the way that you would do it now. Okay, group 3. Yeah, the star in reverse. It's like there's no hope. You don't feel like this could be changed. Maybe you lost hope because someone said something to you. Maybe you had some hopes for that person. Maybe you thought that you can get closer, or you had this feeling that something is starting, but an argument or a fight just completely changed it. And you feel like, okay, I've lost what I've had. And now I was just getting this, because the star is like the source. And the other cards, it is the person who is pouring the water and they kind of create the stream. They are the source. And because this is in reverse, now I feel like it's getting back to the source. You have to find the source again. You have to recognize, or you have to go back to why this happened. why these words or why this fight happened, why the words were said. So it's not just about, oh, but you never do this, and oh, but you always do this. It is moving even more back and thinking, how did I feel? Sometimes when you have a fight, it's not even about the thing that you are fighting about, it's just because you're in a bad mood because somebody else already started that, and then you get out your frustration on the other person. So to me, it's like you have to go back to the source. And even though you feel a bit hopeless, you feel that there's no hope for the future or that there are no possibilities, there are. You just have to find the source again, and you have to follow the river, you have to follow that stream, and you have to follow it upwards because, well, that's usually where the source is, somewhere upwards. So it might be difficult, it might be a bit of a struggle because you have to move up the hill. I mean, not always, sometimes the land is flat, but still, sometimes it can be a struggle, and just to go upwards and realize what the source here is, and then you can learn from it. Okay, let's see another card here. Let's see, group 3. Anything else about this story? Let's grab this one. Yeah, 9 of Wands. I feel like this happened because you had to endure a lot. And maybe some things were not said before and you kept it for yourself. And you're like, no, I just have to get through this. Eventually this will be sorted and I just have to do it. There's a lot of perseverance here, but it's like you've been hurt so many times that you just look around yourself and it's like, oh my God, it's like something is coming, and you have to constantly be aware of other people attacking you. So maybe with this other person, they were the one who usually would say something to you and you're like, no, I will not argue with them, I will just wait. Maybe they were in a bad mood and I won't really say what I mean because, I don't want to stir the pot, whatever is the expression. I don't want to make trouble. I don't want to make a drama. Maybe the other person will explode. But eventually something happened and you had the fight. And it didn't end well. So, yeah, but I feel like you have so much either on your mind or whether it is work. To me, this person is like they are guarding all the other ones. And when you think about 8 of Wands, it is very quick communication, it is quick movement, and here they are. I feel like they are in the ground and there's no movement. And then again, this sort of wall behind. It's all very stable, very stagnant. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, I feel like you just have a lot on your mind, and eventually there was like this moment where you just snapped because you couldn't bear it any longer. And then maybe you got it out on the wrong person, or maybe the words that you chose were not the best. And there was a lot of like hurting and pain through this conversation or through some fight. Alright, anything else? Group 3. Yeah, I had this 5 of Cups. It's like feeling that now there's no other way. The cups have spilled. There's no more water in them. What happened is done. You might feel so sad and desperate, feeling, oh my goodness, I've lost this forever. There's no more. I have nothing left. But there are still 2 cups behind you. And that's what you don't realize, because maybe you focus so much on, oh, I've lost this hope, I've lost this person, I've lost whatever, that you don't realize that, look, not only you have 2 cups here, but there's that whole river here, so you can fill up the cups yourself. And again, this idea of following the river, following the stream, so you reach the source. And I feel like rather than looking for the source to get together with another person, it is about finding your own source. So you are your own source of that water. So you don't have to rely on another person. You don't have to go to somebody else's stream or river to fill up your cups. Because you have your own. You just have to discover the source. So you might feel sad, you might feel really heartbroken, because this is cups, this is emotions. Yeah, you might feel like, oh my god, this is over now, like this is it. And yeah, all I can do is just sit here and cry and be sad. But there are still 2 cups. Okay, let's see, last card. Last card for you, group 3. Page of Wands. I kind of asked about advice in my head. So I feel like there is some new fresh energy coming, because the page is a student, it's someone young, and they bring news, they bring messages. So maybe somebody very young, somebody enthusiastic will bring you a message, or you might turn into this person. So Page of Wands, who's very curious, they just look for an adventure, and they might not know where they are going or what's happening, but they're like, yes, I feel like doing this, and I have this inner fire in me, so I will just go wherever the sun leads me, wherever, I don't know, the clouds lead me. I will just follow the signs. And I feel like it gives this fresh energy, it gives some enthusiasm, some hope, some energy, because I feel like here the energy is just like, there's no more. And this page is like, oh yeah, let's go on an adventure. So I feel like this is a nice card to get at the end. But yeah, in the middle here there is the 9 of Wands, so maybe you do need some time to recover, some time off perhaps, so you can find that inner source, and then you can rely on it. You no longer have to worry you cannot fill your cups, or that the cups have spilled, because you can always have that inner source that will never run dry. Okay, and let's get one card here, something for group 3. What will we get for you? Let's get this one. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Interesting. And the first thing that jumped out to me is all these trees here. They really look like the wands. And even the colors are similar. And here again, wands. So to me, it feels like something is building up. Whereas you felt that there's no more, I've lost something. No, the energy is building up, and yeah, conclusions are within reach. So soon, maybe some message will come, maybe something will happen that will put you on the right path. So then you will realize what actually happened, or what do you have to do in this situation. Because full moon is the peak point in the lunar cycle. It is when you can see the whole of the moon, so there's no more hidden things. You have all of the information that you need. Anything else? Even now that I think about the pen, it kind of also looks like a wand. It's similar shape, similar appearance. So yeah, I feel like maybe it is time to rewrite what happened in the past. Find that source within yourself. Find that hope within you, because you cannot rely on other people to constantly give you hope to fill up your cups. But yeah, full moon eclipse, I think, depends when you're watching it, but it is happening, I think the end of November. There is a full moon eclipse happening, so maybe around that time. And in fact, you can feel eclipses 2 weeks before it happens, and then half a year after it happens. So maybe mid-November things are going to kind of come together. You will realize certain things, you will come to certain conclusions. Anything else? No, I feel like that's it. So I really hope you will find that inner source and you won't just sit there and despair and keep going back to the past and think about all of the cups. And see, this is 5 and this is 5 as well. It's that energy that's just yeah, it's some conflict there, but I really hope it will be solved. So yes, I'll just put the pen back. Thank you so much, group 3, and yeah, I hope everything will be fine. Bye.